Hey guys, my name's Ruben. Welcome back to Rig Gear Demos. In this installment, we're having a look at the Rock Your Repaired Amps Klone, or RYRA, right there. We don't really have to beat around the bush where this pedal hails from. It is obviously a take on the revered and not really affordable original Klone Centaur. And apparently it is very awesome at that. I myself have never had the chance to play an original Klone, but I have been told by people who have that this is pretty much the closest you can get. And at least from what I've been told about it, it does exactly what that one is supposed to. It is pretty much the coolest boost you can find to stick in front of any slightly edge of breakup setup amp. Seriously, it does. You know, it obviously it has a gain pot. It has some overdrive of itself, but the way people usually use a Klone style pedal is to boost other stuff, and I, for my part, do feel that's where this one shines as well. Let's just quickly listen to a clean sound. I'm on like a slightly hotter deluxe style amp profile right now. So it's not completely clean, but it's also really not that dirty. It's like many people would set up their amps so they can, you know, kind of do the finger thing and control the degree of distortion that you got going on. And then once you hit it a little harder with this, it really gives up the goods. I could probably kick it a bit more if I wanted to. This is on the bridge pickup now. To get some really nice crunch tones out of this deluxe. Super cool. Let's just quickly kind of go through the controls. I'm gonna turn it back down to unity. This should be about unity volume. Now, I don't have the gain all the way down, because with this circuit, if you turn down the gain all the way, you kind of lose the character of the pedal, even if you just intend to boost with it. I'll show you what I mean. If I turn this all the way down and kick it, have to kick it obviously, and now just bring in a bit of the gain. That's where that mid-range that really pokes through a mix comes from, by just adding a little bit of gain. Let's just, for the sake of argument, also take a listen to the gain that this pedal has on tap just by fiddling with the overdrive control. Very sort of grainy and very mid-rangey. The exact attributes that make it very, very cool as a boost, I find, don't really make it that suited as a standalone overdrive. We can even turn it up a bit more to see what's going on there. Actually does sound kind of fun, never mind that. But it is a more particular kind of overdrive sound. You know, it does have that very grainy texture. I personally prefer to keep the gain a bit down and just hit whatever you're hitting a bit harder. You get a lot more clarity that way, and it doesn't really get so thick around the mids. And I did want to show you this pedal boosting something else, so let me just dial in more of a clean sound back here. There we are. This is the Car Slant 6V profile. This is clean. That is not on the edge of breakup. That is very sparkly, chimey, crystally, clean. It has warmth, but it's still very much clean. Now, if we just use the overdrive on that, this is what it would sound like as a true standalone overdrive. But now we're going to hit another overdrive pedal with it. I got the Vemuram Jan Ray hiding there in the back. That is kind of set to give me that same edge of breakup quality I had going on the amp profile before. I can control this very well. I can clean it up just by picking lightly or by turning on my volume pot. That is that kind of edge of breakup sound. And now we're gonna hit it hard with the Klone. Once again, this is just the overdrive pedal by itself. And this is the Klone. Does a really good job of that too. Let's maybe check it boosting something else. As you can clearly tell, I love this boosting stuff. There we go. Now we have kind of a Marshall-y crunch sound going on in the back. That already has quite a bit of crunch on its own. That's not really an edge of breakup sound. We could probably clear it up if we wanted to. But it does have a bit of hair to it already. Now, if we hit this hard with the Klone, we'll get into some more lead type territory, more of a rock type lead sound. Let's see how that sounds. convincing job of that too. Sweet, guys. My name's Ruben. This was Rick Gear Demos. That was the Rock Your Repaired Amps clone pedal. Just Google the clone pedal, it'll find it. And thanks for checking out this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. There'll be more of this to come pretty soon. Bye.